right. Okay, okay, okay. Are we in? Are we good? Is our audio fine? No audio problems like we had last time. Oh my goodness, boys. Holy cow. We are doing an emergency stream. This is an emergency stream. I'm going to wait for... We got to get a couple people in here. I'm going to give everyone a couple of moments to jump on board. This was not planned. This is a late night emergency stream. Absolutely no indication went out that this was going to happen at all. We are going to have to chill for just a few moments. I'm going to have to make chat a little bit smaller because I'm viewing everything on the half screen over here. Let's see. We're going to have to keep all of this off to the side. See if we're going to get anyone on in here before we get started. If not, we're just going to keep going on it. I guarantee you no one expected to go live at 11 p.m. on a day that we had already done a stream. I guarantee you that I did not expect that. So I'm going to give it probably another 5 minutes or so, and then we're just going to jump right into it. See if we can get anyone. I'm going to put out for it real fast on the channel too. Although I've already posted a couple of times today, so I'm not sure that anyone would even see it. So is this an unlisted stream? I need to make sure this is public. Visibility, public, done, save. Yeah, I think that might have been an issue. Public stream, open stream, no unlisted streams. People are allowed to get in here. Last time we had a couple of difficulties with the volume setting. This time we're having a little bit of difficulty with that. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Public stream. We're going to give it a couple of moments. We'll let people go in. I'd like to do this with chat if I can. If not, we're going to roll it. Hey, what's going on, Liquid Racks? Welcome to the emergency I Refuse to Read stream. Thank you guys for dropping in. I'm just going to give it a couple of minutes, and we'll see if anyone else rolls in here. And if not, we're just going to get right into it, dude. We had a bit of a crazy evening, and so we're going to have to do this today. It's not something that we're going to be able to do tomorrow, unfortunately. And if I don't do it tonight, we're not going to have an I Refuse to Read this week. Man, hey, Yu-Gi-Oh! Commander, good to see you in chat, dude. Thank you, man. So I logged back into my email and checked the emails that you had sent me. Dude, you really were keeping up. I appreciate that. I'm sorry I worried you, man. No, we just, nothing crazy happened. It was just school, you know? Like, it got too much for me to be able to actually do things. All right. We got some people in chat. We got some people on the stream. This is the plan. This is what happens. My goal was to do a 10 a.m. stream tomorrow. And I was going to do I Refuse to Read. I was going to do YGO Omega. And I was going to do Legacy of the Duelist. We were going to do all of that tomorrow. My boss calls me like 45 minutes ago and says, hey, you're up for mandate tomorrow. You need to be in here at 8 a.m. So I have a 12-hour mandate shift tomorrow, completely unscheduled. They just called me in, and that is my only day that I would be able to do this I Refuse to Read. So that's what we're doing today. Liquid Racks, I resent the idea that I have not played and read Melfi's to like an extraordinary degree as it is already. I love those cards. So, yeah, unfortunately, this is the timeline that we're left with. We are left with, we record it tonight and see if we can get something to do, or I'm not going to be able to do, and I refuse to read this week. Just because the work schedule this week is crazy. Work schedule this week is crazy. My grandfather just got back from from like a rehab facility today. So my wife and I, now with me working tomorrow, have to like re-coordinate schedules. And I am stuck at 11 p.m. trying to get an I Refuse to Read done. So that's the goal. Yeah. No. Hey, loading screen. It's not going to be, this isn't going to be like an hour and a half, 2 hour long stream. This is going to be probably a half hour to 40 minutes. I'm honestly not sure. So my goal for this, I want to just do the I Refuse to Read and then see if we can make it kind of like a bit of what it would be like if I had done the video like normal. And then I want to chop that up and see if that's something that people are interested in, because that would be, I think it'd be a lot of fun. Like, I want to be able to do that for you guys, and it would make it easier to edit. I don't know if people are interested in my mug. I wouldn't be. Like, how could you be? But we're going to have to try. So the idea with the wheel is probably going to be on further streams. I think next week I'm going to start implementing the polls again. So we're going to have to see how that goes. Today, we're just doing K9. So I want to do the Justice Hunters archetype. I'd like to do Draco Tail, just because I did Yummy. I think it would all fit. Like, it's all kind of the same vein. Yeah, we are doing sugar-free Red Bull at 11 p.m. So I think I'm just gonna start going with K9, and I'm just gonna try and do it like I do a normal I Refuse to Read. I always do these live. Like, I do the I Refuse to Reads live. Like, I'm recording them as I read them for the first time. But I don't normally stream them. So this would be a... Yo, Gummy Worm Rain. Yeah, so this would be a different, bit of a different thing. Yeah, dude, it's keeping me alive. Not sponsored. Can you imagine? Freaking 4K subs and sponsored by Red Bull? That would be pretty sick. All right. So I don't know if I'm going to do the intro separate, but I'm just going to jump into it. How is the background volume? I want to have Master Duel going for some background volume, but I don't want it to overpower my voice. Is it good? Could it be a little louder? Like, I had someone recently tell me that during some of the slower moments, it would help if I had background noise. And so I'm down with just doing like Master Duel loading screen menu shit. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. 11 p.m. It's pretty quiet. All right. We'll turn it up like a little bit more. The background MD sound. That's fine. Here, this is what it would be if I turned it up all the way on OBS. So I don't want it to like drown me out or anything like that, but I've had people comment that it can get a little quiet during some moments on the video. So if that's good, I'm just going to get started. And we'll go from there. I'm excited to figure out what this archetype does. I played against it today on YGO Omega, and I was like, that's pretty good. All right, sick. Yeah, I played against it today on YGO Omega, and like, I was like trying not to read it because I knew I wanted to do the video on it. Okay, fantastic. Well, I can actually move the mic too, because I'm not really using the keyboard for this particular thing. Okay, connection's good. Everything's good. Let's jump into it. Alright, feel free to make fun of me. Doing these kind of things live is still pretty new to me. Good afternoon and happy Saturday, everybody. My name is Faker, and welcome back to another episode of I Refuse to Read, the series where we sit down and read through some archetypes that we've never read before, often for the first time. Today's episode, we have K9. This is the second archetype in the Justice Hunters pack that I've gone through. I'm really trying to get back into the meta after a long time of being away, and as funny as something like Iron Chain was, you know, experimenting with the crazy power that they're capable of, I really want to sit down and settle into the meta. So I have my description pulled up on YGO Pro here. The only thing that I know about this archetype is that they apparently won Worlds. I think they just won Worlds with the Vanquish Soul engine, and that they got Paradise Smasher banned. Although that sounded like a card that was probably due for a ban at any point anyway. Just like stop making VFDs. So I have very limited knowledge about what these guys do, and I'm excited to get into it. So let's jump in. I'm trying to keep my intros shorter. Like if you look at my YouTube analytics, it's very clear that I lose like 30 to 40% of my viewers in the first 30 seconds, which just goes to show that like my intros are too long. So I'm trying to keep them less long. This is the description that I've got pulled up on Yugipedia right here, and it says, K9 is an archetype of mostly level and rank 5 monsters, except the rank 9 K9X Werewolf, introduced in deck build pack Justice Hunters. We knew that. This is one of the 3 archetypes, along with Draco Tail and Yummy, that was released in that set, and it's crazy. Like, the change that has come to deck build packs over the past, like, year or two has been phenomenal. I think that they're really doing a good job with the design and the competitive impact of these sets. All right. K9 is named after K9 police dogs. Yeah, I'm sure. Which is itself a homophone of the word canine, referring to members of, canine, subfamily that encompasses dog-like animals. The names of some of the archetype's XYZ monsters, such as Hound and Ripper, may be an allusion to the first official usage of dogs by British police forces, in which they used a pair of bloodhounds to try and track down the serial killer Jack the Ripper. Is that true? Is that the first time that dogs were used by cops? There's no way. That sounds like an anecdotal story. All right. K9 monsters are depicted as humanoid police agents with features of canid-based mythological creatures, except for Jokul and Lantern. I don't know any of those guys yet. Which appear to be ice and fire elementals instead. Sure. The Xyz monsters representing them transformed into more monstrous versions of themselves. The Xyz monsters' names are in quotes, suggesting that they're code names. So it's like Spiral, a little bit. You know? I'm getting like Spiral feels, but with more of a furry kind of element. So the main deck monsters are the agents, and then the Xyz monsters are like their powered up animal hybrid forms. I'm down for it. Each agent has a number in their name, which, aside from that of Lupus, is shown on the card artworks to be stamped on shield-shaped dog tags worn by the agent. Sure, yeah, like a badge, like an FBI badge. I love the cybernetic police deal. I like that about S-Force, too. So this is one of the things that I was saying about S-Force, is like, I like the cop of the future, just kind of like doing my job theme in these archetypes. So if this is anything like S-Force, but with like a slightly more furry bent to it, I'm here for it. I have the deck pulled up here on YGO Pro Deck, and we're going to look at an overview, and then we're just going to get right into the cards. All right, let's get into it. So we have an archetype here of, what is that? That is 6, 12, 13 cards, very reasonably sized. I'm building up for the hero video, guys. And we have what looks like 5 main deck monsters, 3 spells, a trap, and then 4 extra deck monsters. And you can see right here that one of them is that big rank 9 that they were talking about. All of the monsters here are level 5s, so we don't really have a place to start. So I'm just going to go from the top of the page and then start down. We're going to have to do... Yeah, I like that. I actually like that a lot. We are beginning with K904 Noruri. That was terrible. That's not how you pronounce that at all. We're beginning with K904 Nori? Is it just Nori? This is killing me, dude. What are we doing? Alright. We begin with K904 Nori. This is a level 5 Earth Machine effect monster with 2200 attack and 1500 defense. And let's take a look at the card artwork. This is like an Anubis type deal. Like, I see the mask. This is like Red Ninja Anubis. I kind of like it. It has the card effect. If your opponent has 2 or more cards in their hand, you can normal summon this card without tributing. That's pretty good. So it kind of gets around the fact that it's a level 5. Kind of like giving you access to rank 5s without having to like worry about tribute summoning. You can only use each of the following effects of K904 once per turn. If this card is normal summoned, you can special summon 1 non-machine K9 monster from your deck. Crazy. But you cannot special summon from the extra deck except for K9 monsters while you control that monster. So it keeps it like in archetype. It prevents it from being too generic. You can send 1 face-up K9 card you control to the graveyard. Look at your opponent's hand. I don't know that that's worth losing the advantage. Like, I know that they have rank 5s. I don't know that you would want to sacrifice a K9 card. It does say card, not monster. So maybe you do like a spell trap in order to get like a look at your opponent's hand. That is nuts. That's a super powerful normal summon. So like if you're going first, your opponent has a bunch of cards in their hand. You just normal summon this guy, and then you can special summon from deck, and that enables your Xyz plays. It seems like it's walking Ash bait, right? Like if you Ash or Imperm this, then I mean, I'm sure they have some extenders, but that seems like a pretty vulnerable choke point. I think this is a ridiculous card to start with. I really like this card. Super powerful normal summon. Like, the level of power that a normal summon has to have in order to be competitive over the years has just gone up and up and up. That's crazy. That's awesome. All right, moving on to the next card. What's up? What is up? Yeah, so Grim Reaper, we are doing an emergency I refuse to read stream because I got called in to go to work tomorrow because someone called out a Medic 3, man. So we need someone to work Medic 3 tomorrow. So I'm on 8 to 8 tomorrow, which means I'm not going to be able to stream. And if I don't do this tonight, I'm not going to have the footage to cut down for later in the week. Yeah, but if they Ash it, a certain other card comes out to play. I'm sure that's the case. We'll move on. We'll move on. All right. Up next, just moving from left to right, we have K900 Lupus. That's not a 0, right? Is that supposed to represent, like, infinity or something like that? Why are the zeros crossed out here, but not on the card artwork? That doesn't make any sense. This is, oh, dude, this is like Alucard, right? This is like a vampire for sure. I know it says Lupus, which it says, like, wolf, but that looks like a vampire. This is a level 5 Earth Beast Warrior. Dude, we were just going over Beast Warriors. Effect monster with 2300 and then 200 defense. Really weird defense value. It has the card effect. An Xyz monster that has this card as material gains this effect. Dude, I love monsters that give the Xyz monster that you like summon them with effects. That's crazy cool. It's like a Utopia monster, or it's like a oh my god, what's the Utopia monster? Theta from the Greek alphabet? Oh, okay. Yeah, I got Master Duel as, like, background noise. I had people asking for background noise as I do this. So, I'm going to see if this, hopefully it's not, like, too overpoweringly loud. Alright. Yeah, this kind of reminds me of a, like, one of the Utopia monsters that just, like, gives the effects to their material. I think that's super cool. So, your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. So basically, you can like special summon this guy from deck off the first guy, and then that gives targeting protection to your Xyz monster. I think that's pretty cool. You can only use each of the following effects of Lupus once per turn. During the main phase, if your opponent has activated a monster effect in the hand or grave, this turn, quick effect, you can special summon this card from your hand, but banish it when it leaves the field. I don't think that counts if you use it as material. I think if it's a material and then you detach it, I don't think that that occurs. During your opponent's turn, you can, quick effect, immediately after this effect resolves, Xyz summon using this card you control. That's crazy. All right, so this is the, yeah, ZS monster. So this is what So this is what I've been told about these cards, is that they kind of have like a turn 0 element to them where you can play them on your opponent's turn. This is what it's talking about, where if they activate a monster effect in the hand or grave, you special summon this guy, and then its banishment leaves the field, and then you can quick Xyz. So if there's another one that does that, or if you have another way of getting into it, then you can like Xyz summon going second on your opponent's first turn. That's crazy. And then the card gains like targeting protection, which makes it like a little harder to out. I think this card is nuts. This is super cool, right? Like, I have to be right. No, I think that this card is crazy. First two, we're like 2 for 2 on really strong monsters. The first one doesn't have a special summon condition, but Lupus's is nuts, and I'm sure that you have other ways of getting into it. All right. Moving on to the third main deck monster, we are just going to go straight down. We have K966B Lantern. This is a level 5 Dark Pyro monster with 2,000 and 1,900. And the card art on this guy, dude, this looks like an Edge Runner's character. Does it not? Like, it does the... He looks like he's, like, chromed out head to toe, blasters, and I don't know what he replaced his, like, abdomen with, but holy cow. Super cool. I really like it. Has the card text. If your opponent has 2 or more cards in their hand, you can normal summon this card without tributing. You can only use each of the following effects of it once per turn. If this card's in your hand, you can target one level 5 non-pyro card monster in your grave. Special summon both it and this card. But they cannot be used as material for the Xyz summon of a light monster? Is that... Don't tell me that's like Infinity, right? Is it like Cyber Dragon Infinity? Like to prevent you from summoning it? That's crazy. During your main phase, you can add 1 K9 spell trap from your deck to your hand. That's nuts. Hold on. Does Norori negate the effect? If this card's normal summon, special summon a non-machine from your deck, but it doesn't negate the effect. So you can go like Norori, summon Lantern, go Lantern, add a K9 spell trap. So you just like normal summon. Norori gets better the longer we go. Like the more cards we read, the better Norori gets, because like the stuff you can special summon from deck just gets better and better. It was meant to lock out number 67, but the deck abused it enough to ban it anyway. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That's so weird that they would go out of their way just to keep you from special summoning Paradise Smasher, as though that's a card that they're like really tied to. I don't know, it might be an anime thing. Yeah, no, I agree. Thank God they banned it. Holy crap. Oh. Well, this card is ridiculous by virtue of how easy it is to special summon off Norori. I like that so many of the cards have that like normal summon clause that lets you summon them a little bit easier. I think this is great in the late game because you can normal it and then get another card from grave, and then you can start like making plays. And I think that you oh no, so wait, hold on. Oh, I was a little bit incorrect. If this card's in your hand, you can target in grave and then special both. It's not on like normal summon. Oh, that's even better. So this card is just an extender from hand. You top deck this in the mid game or in the late game, and you can just like make plays. And because it doesn't require you to like immediately rank up, you can just like add a spell, then Xyz summon, and you're just off to the races. This card's crazy. This is the best card that I've read so far. And it's better because of Norori. Like, Norori is obviously insane. But Lantern is nuts because you can just, like, play this at any stage of the game. That's nuts. That's really, really good. Holy cow. All right, we are moving on to the fourth main deck monster. This is K966A Jokul. Jokul. Is it like Jackal? Is that the joke? It will be added. This engine might be better than Fiend. It might be better than Fiendsmith. Yeah, you're not lying. This is a level 5 Dark Aqua monster with 2,000 and 1,900, so the same as the Pyro. If your opponent, the card artwork is like, I'm not getting cyber police from these guys, right? Like, I know I said edge runner on the last one, but I'm just not getting a cyber police vibe. Like, is there a police agency on the planet that would allow their employees to dress like this? Look, I've been in public service my entire adult life. You're not allowed to dress like that. She has the effect. If your opponent has 2 or more cards in their hand, you can normal summon this card without tributing. You can only use each of the following effects of Jokul once per turn. Reveal this card and another level 5 in hand. Special summon both. They can't be used as an XC summon of a light monster. Dude, it's like Frog the Jam. If that really is like to prevent them from doing Paradise Smasher nonsense, then that's so many hoops to jump through just to prevent people from doing that. During your main phase, you can add 1 non-Aqua Canine monster from your deck to your hand. That's crazy, because you can add Lantern. And Lantern, yeah, if it's in your hand, target a monster in grave. Holy cow. Do you just play a billion of each of these cards? Like, I don't even know what your ratios would look like because they're all so crazy. Like, I want to play 4 of every card. This thing is nuts. It special summons itself easily. Like, there's so many ways to get canine monsters into your hand that you can, and even if you don't, you can just normal summon it and then special summon any of the other 50 guys with like a crazy special summon condition. This card is nuts. I really, really like this. I'm excited for these spell traps. I think that the spell traps are pretty nuts. Someone in chat goes, Jokul searches Lantern, hence why you play 3 Jokul, 1 Lantern. Okay, well, I could believe that. I could believe that. But I feel like I would want to play more Lantern because that card feels like ridiculous. Maybe it's really recyclable. We move on to the 5th and final main deck monster, dude. Hopefully we are going out with a bang. This is K9's 17 Izuna. That makes me think of Izana, which is the Yosenju monster that draws you a card. Played that in Duel Links all the time, dude. That card was crazy. And it makes sense because she's like a little cat, rabbit, ferret looking thing. I don't know, man. You got to take those ears off. Look, if you're on the clock, you have to take the ears off. That's all I'm going to say. Take the tail out, take the ears off, wear it after shift. Post photos to like your Facebook or social media of you wearing it. I don't care. You can't wear it and the hat at the same time. That's all I'm going to say. This is a level 5 Earth Warrior. God, Earth Warriors, baby. But it's level 5. You can't search it off Rhoda. Oh, brutal. With 2100 and 1600, I do not understand these attack values at all. I don't know what this is supposed to represent. It has the effect. If your opponent has 2 or more cards in their hand, you can normal summon it without tributing. You can only use each of the following effects of K917 Izuna once per turn. During the main phase, if your opponent has activated a monster effect in the hand or graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand. If it's normal or special, you can Foolish a canine card from deck to grave except itself. So it has the same effect where you can special summon it on your opponent's turn, and then it foolishes. So I haven't seen anything that activates in grave. Like, I've seen cards that interact with the grave. I haven't seen anything that actually activates in grave. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that, because that, as we like go through the spells, that could be super relevant. Lupus does? Lupus does? Alright. Izuna send Lupus. Lupus revive, and on opponent's turn, use Lupus to quick exceed into a rank 5. Ah, that makes sense. So you play 3 of this, right? Because you want to open it. For sure you want to open it. That is nuts. So this is like your starter that lets you get into everything. Let me go back into Lupus real quick. Oh, yeah. During the main phase, if your opponent has activated a monster effect in the hand or grave, you can special summon this card from hand or grave, and then you quick exceed. Yeah, that makes sense. Wow. Dude, that's nuts. That is crazy. That is so good. What a main deck monster lineup. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And look, I'm not going to pretend like I know enough about Vanquish Soul to see like how these all played nicely together, but these are crazy collections of monsters. I don't know. I'll have to take a look, obviously, but I don't know what the ratios would be. Let's get into the spells, because we have 3. We've got, what, 3 quick plays? No, we've got 2 quick plays and then a continuous. Let's start with the continuous. This is a case for K9. The card artwork is just like we're in Night City. Like we're just wandering the streets in Night City. It's partitioned off. Something bad has happened. No one knows what. That's why we need our detectives. This is a continuous spell that says when this card is activated, you can add one canine monster from your deck to your hand. Stupid. Stupid. It's so good. Canine monsters you control gain 900 attack during any turn in which your opponent has activated a monster effect in the hand or graveyard. So they all just become huge. If this card is in the spell, if this card in the spell and trap zone is destroyed by card effect, you can set one canine quick play spell from your deck or grave. So that just lets you like recur, like punish your opponent off them destroying this. You can only use this effect once per turn, and you can only activate one per turn. Who cares? This is tanky, but better. It's like tanky with an attack boost, and then it punishes your opponent for destroying it. It kind of actually is like literally tanky, because it's an attack boost on a continuous spell that searches a card. It really is. This is tanky. That is sick. This card's crazy. Holy cow. All right, we have, oh my god. Boys, what is going on? Canine LC Release Restraint. Isn't that a Gearfried card? Isn't there a Gearfried the Iron Knight Release Restraint? This is a quick play spell that says target one canine Exceeds monster or one rank 5 any rank 5 Exceeds monster you control. Special summon from your extra deck one canine Exceeds monster with a different name by using that monster you control, and then it's Exceeds summoned, you transfer them. It's like a rank up, but not. You just tag out. At the end of the battle phase, if your canine monster battled this turn, you can set this card from your grave. Why? Why? It's like they give it crazy effects, and then they just give it more. They're like, no, more crazy effects. Yeah, it's cool. You can tag out from extra deck on a card that you can search by breathing. And you can foolish this card off of Izana if you've already got everything else. Or Izuna. Is Izuna? Yeah, Izuna. Izana is the Yosenju. So you could like send it and then set it from grave and then do it on your opponent's turn as like a form of interruption. That is nuts. We're not going to talk about what's going on in the card artwork. What is that face? That is not like determination or pride or anger or anything like that. I genuinely don't know what is going on in the card artwork. But it's still crazy. It's like a quick effect tag. It's like Book of the Wall, except better. That's nuts. All right, we have one spell left, and then we have a trap, and then we'll move on from there. We have... Whoa, that's cool as shit. That's pretty sick. Canine X Forced Release. This is a quick play with, like... Is that Lupus? I imagine it's Lupus because it's a wolf. Just, bah, big dude. Going crazy. This says, during the main phase, target one Canine Exceeds monster you control. Special summon from your extra deck one canine Exceeds monster with a different name using that monster you control. Very similar. Then you can destroy one card that your opponent controls. Okay, so hold on. What's the main difference between this and the last one? I gotta pull this back up. What is the main... During the main phase... So this has to be during the main phase, but this can be done during the battle phase? But this also pops a card? Okay, I mean, they don't seem that different. Right? I mean, they're both good, right? Like, you just, you play one and one of each because they're super easy to recur and search if you need them? Or do you not play Forced Release at all because it, like, doesn't help you OTK? That, I don't know. I don't care, dude. I think the card artwork is worth playing on its own. Like, I think it's enough that you just play it. All right, let me go through chat before we get into the trap. In VSK9, what you did is you made Nash Knight effect attach 2 to attach 104 and anything you want. Then rank up into C exceeds Nash Knight, then effect to rank up into... Oh my god, that's too much work for me. I don't know about that. Okay. That makes sense. No, I think they're still good. The quick plays aren't as good as the continuous, but I think they definitely, like, see play. You can get access to them whenever you need them. The last main deck card that we have in this archetype is going to be the trap card. Canine Ew. Canine Ew? Ugh. Canine Ick. Canine Yuck. Special Release Experiment. This is the Aqua and the Pyro. And they're kind of like Shark Boy and Lava Girl, right? Like, isn't that what this is? This is a normal trap that says special summon one K9 monster from your hand or grave. Then you can special summon one K9 Xyz monster from your extra deck using it. So it basically is like a rank 1 or a link 1, but you have to use a trap in order to enable it. That's cool. But destroy the special summon monster from the extra deck during the end phase of the next turn. That's fine. During the end phase, you can banish this card from your grave. This is the effect that matters. Target a K9 quick play spell in your grave, set it. That's fine. I think that's okay. I think it's probably worth playing so you can foolish it, but I think that you have enough access to the quick play as it is. Maybe you don't play the trap. Yeah, I don't think that you play the trap. I don't think that the trap is good enough to see play. I gotta be 100% honest with you. The card art's cool. I like Shark Boy and Lava Girl, but I think I might have to call this one a miss. Yeah, too slow. I could agree with that. Yo, what's up, Vincent? Good to actually see you on a stream, dude. I know this is a little impromptu. I got called into work tomorrow, so I'm actually not able to do the live stream that I wanted to do tomorrow. So we're just doing this and trying to refuse to read. I'm going to try and edit the video on shift tomorrow because that's the kind of job I have. So we're doing a Red Bull. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that for sure. When I heard your first voice for the first time, how did I know you had long hair? What does long hair voice sound like? I don't know. I've had it for a while. It's been a couple years now. Yeah. I agree. Not enough. Just simply not enough. Moving to the extra deck. That is the entirety of the main deck at a glance. We have 4 Xyz monsters, and 3 of them are rank. And 3 of them are rank 5s, and 1 of them's a 9, so obviously we're going to start with the rank 5s. We have, now, I've learned that this sample means that it's not released yet in the TCG, which technically means that Nori is not released either, so addendum that. This is K9 666 Jax. How much you want to bet that's going to change? You think the TCG is still going to censor 666? I think so. This is, dude, this is Shark Boy and Lava Girl. This is a continuation of the trap. They're like going face to face in this one, and in this one they've actually fused into their ultimate form. This requires 2 level 5 monsters, and then says, oh, and it's got 2600 attack and 2500 defense. Can't forget that. It says, if this card is Xyz summoned, or if your opponent activates a monster effect in the hand or grave, you can detach 1 material from this card, then target 1 monster on the field. Destroy it. That's a quick effect, right? It doesn't read like a quick effect, but I think it plays like a quick effect. You can only use this effect of K9 666 Jax once per turn. So you quick summon into it, then you get to pop a card. A K9 Xyz monster that has this card as material gains this effect. During any turn in which your opponent has activated a monster effect in the hand or grave, any battle damage this card inflicts to your opponent is doubled. So if you use the quick play spell to rank up on top of it, then you're like doubling the battle damage of that card. I think that's fine. I think that's pretty good. It's like quick effect popping on your opponent's turn. And I'm sure it's super easily summonable. Like I'm expecting a bit of a lower power ceiling for these Xyz monsters than you would normally get, because they can all be like quick synced turn 0. So I'm sure that kind of like counterbalances the otherwise low power volume that I'm seeing so far, at least on this card. This card's fine. You don't play it because it's not out yet, but you will someday. Next card we have K900 Hound. I have to admit to you guys, I think this is cool. I don't know what that says about me. I don't know if that like reveals too much of my inner 13-year-old boy. I think that this card is fucking cool, dude. I think it's super badass. Wait, which card isn't played? You're telling me Hound isn't played? This is the card that isn't played? No way. This is the best looking card in the whole archetype, dude. There's no way. I refuse to believe that. It's a light, so its own archetype locks it out. I don't give a shit. It is, to be fair. I don't care, dude. I'm playing it. This card's awesome. I don't even know what it does. This is a level 5 light Beast Warrior, back to the Beast Warriors, with 25 and 25. It's a Dark Magician. Requires 2 level 5 monsters. Cannot be destroyed by battle or your opponent's card effects the turn it was special summoned. I wish it was kind of forever. I don't know why it has to just be the turn it was special summoned. Each time your opponent activates a monster effect, this card gains 500 attack when that effect resolves. Can't be destroyed by battle. Gonna go up to like 9,000 attack. Makes sense. Once per turn during the standby phase, you can detach 1 material from this card, target a card on the field, banish it. That's pretty good. You could, like, during the draw phase, use the quick effect, and then now, when you go into standby phase, you can banish a card off of it. That's pretty good. I am reading. Yes, Slayer King, I am reading. We are doing an emergency reading session. Emergency reading for this week. Please watch the video anyway when it comes out on YouTube. I know that we're here, but I'm gonna like trim it up. I'm gonna make it pretty. I'm gonna edit it. So I do kind of want you guys to still watch the video. Regenesis stats, true, and it's a light, which I think the Regenesises are as well. Hell yeah, and it looks awesome. All right, I'm not gonna spend too much time on this guy. My not reading chat evaluation of this card. I think this is fine. I think that you can... I don't know, man. You banish. It banishes. Banishing's good. I think that the attack gain effect is mid. I think that the protection doesn't make a lot of sense considering you're not going to run over it by battle because it's going to be like 4,500 attack. And I wish that the protection lasted longer, but I don't know. You still might play it. Apparently not, though. Apparently you don't. We move on to the third extra deck monster and the second to final card in the entire archetype. This is K917 Ripper. This is the Izuna evolved form. This is her. She hit level 32. She's got her final form. She did the opposite. I said you're not allowed to wear the ears while you're wearing the hat. So she lost the hat but kept the ears. That was you got the wrong vibe from what I was trying to go off of that advice. She's got 2,300. Oh, this is a level. Jeez, this is a rank 5 Wind Warrior that requires 2 level 5s, has 2,300 and 1,800, and the card effect. You can detach 1 material from this card, add 1 K9 card from your deck to your hand. Crazy. Then, if your opponent has activated a monster effect this turn, you can set 1 K9 quick play spell from your deck or graveyard. Yeah, so even if they're not that great, you still play them. Just so, like, they're so easily searchable. When your opponent activates a monster effect in the hand or grave, quick effect, detach 1 material from this card, negate that effect. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. This one's awesome. So, it's a once per turn. That's good. At least it is a once per turn negate. So correct me if I'm wrong, but you can just, like, going second with the K9 cards, have a negate on your board. You have, like, a 1-card negate going second. You haven't even played yet, and you've got a freaking Omni on the board. It's not an Omni. It's only a monster effect. That's fine. It's still really good. Wow, wow, wow. It searches, it sets a quick play, and it's a negate. That's nuts. I love this. This is super cool. This card is nuts. So this is probably the first one you make. This is your, like, on your opponent's turn, you lost the dice roll. You open up freaking Izana in hand, Foolish Lupus, then you overlay into this guy. Now you've got a negate. That's sick. I kind of want to play this. I really want to play this deck. Oh, man. Crazy, crazy cards. We have 1 left. We already have 1 left. How long has this even been going on for? How long have we been streaming for? It can't be that long. 43 minutes? Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to trim this down. That's fine. This is going to get heavily trimmed anyway. No, yeah. 43 minutes? Yeah. No make Vimana. I don't know what that card does. I've never read that card. Sorry. All right. Hey, focus. Dude, focus up. Focus up. We're trying to not read here. I'm not trying to read that. I'm trying to not read this. The final card in our... Jesus. The final card in our archetype is the rank 9. Make that make sense. I don't even know how we're making this. Maybe... I don't know. K9X. The old Dak Prescott. The old Des Bryant. K9X, the old Des Bryant werewolf. I don't know why werewolf is in quotes. That's a werewolf if I've ever seen a werewolf. This is a rank 9 light Beast Warrior effect monster with 3,300 attack, 2,500 defense, requires 2 level 9 monsters, and then says, while this card has material, it can attack a number of times each battle phase up to the number of materials attached to it. Crazy. When your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, you can detach 1 material from this card, then activate this effect depending on whose turn it is. Love it. It's like, I love modular effects. Your turn. Banish up to 1 card each from your opponent's field and grave. Crazy. Opponents, look at your opponent's hand and banish 1 card from it face up until the end phase. Oh man, that's awesome. It's like a hand rip, but you don't really lose card advantage because you get the card back. It's just like disruption. That's a really good way of doing it. I think that's a good way of doing hand rip effects. Like, I didn't mind... What was the one? I didn't mind a Pointer of the Red Lotus. Like, why are we... punishing cards that don't even, like, hurt card economy? I understand it's interruption or whatever, but this card's sick. And then you can only use this effect once per turn. How are you making this? How do you make this card? That's what I want to know. Is it just through the quick play spells? Is that the only way to do it? Chat saying that you make this on your opponent's turn. I believe it. I believe it. The effect on your turn is pretty crazy too. I mean, look, banishing and then getting to just run over everything is nothing to scoff at. Plus, you can make it untargetable if you make it with, what is it, Lupus? I think it's Lupus. Holy cow, guys. Holy cow. What an archetype. Dude, Justice Hunters is insane. I thought when Ryziel and Malice came out, I was like, when are we going to get cards more powerful than these? And they just keep upping the ante all the time. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. If I'm being 100% honest, I don't know where I think we go from here. But I like that I like this card design. I think that this is interactive, fast, recursive, a lot of grind game. But the ceiling is low. Like, am I crazy? The ceiling on this is not super high. Like, you're not floodgating your opponent out of playing the damn game. You're not... There's no auto win effect like with the Exceeds Dragon Cannon Buster idiot that just like blows your opponent out and makes them give you $50. This is just powerful, recursive, and strong. Is it fair? Is it fair to say it's fair? Yeah, I really like the way that this deck works. It feels like it does everything that it wants to do. And it lets you do it, even if you lose the dice roll, so you're not just helpless watching your opponent combo. I think that this is awesome. I think this is better than Yummy, by the way. This is way better than Yummy. I'm very much looking forward to this last week I read, because Yummy was not that fun to play. It's just like special summon forever. Who cares? It's a little unique. This is way more interesting. So I can't wait to actually get into this deck. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching. Please subscribe. Keep an eye out on future content if you guys like what you saw today. And remember to watch behind your ears. We did it! We did it! Holy cow. Oh my god. What do you think, guys? What do you think about this format of doing the I Refuse to Read? It's a little different, right? Like, it's not the same as doing it like a pseudo video essay, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I really like it. I really like what I'm looking at. Draco Tail is almost certainly next. Yeah, I think interesting is correct. I'm going to, believe me, I'm going to clean it up. I'm going to add a bunch of cool little faker effects. So it's not just going to be like a stream VOD ripped and thrown onto the channel. I'm interested to see how the people who aren't here but just tune in on Saturday to watch the I Refuse to Reads. I'm wondering how they're going to react to it, because I am an ugly man is the problem. Like, Henry David Thoreau is one of the most attractive men in history. Like, look at this, dude. Look at this. Holy cow. You know what I'm saying? Like, what What a guy. Look at those eyes. They don't really make people like that anymore. So people see him and they want to subscribe to the channel. If they see my face, I'm not so sure. So I might have better hair than he did. But that's about where it ends in terms of things that I've got going for me. This is one of the worst articles ever written, by the way. This New Yorker article, Why Do We Love Henry David Thoreau? It's called Pond Scum. That's the actual name of the article. They changed it years ago. It was just called Pond Scum. This is a terrible article. Just absolutely trashing my boy for no reason. What sucks is that I refuse to read after the Sabbath, so like 5 hours after? Like 5 hours after it goes live? That's not bad. I mean, I appreciate you watching it at all. I hope that I can make this worth it. Now, here's my question. We did the main thing I wanted to do. I probably should go to bed. Probably. Because I have to be up for work at 6 a.m., which is like 6.5 hours away. I'm not playing Master Duel. That is not happening. If you guys want to stick around, because I've already got it up, I want to play some Legacy of the Duelist. Thank you. I appreciate that. It means a lot that you guys think it is good content. Like, I actually do appreciate that. So, this is a brand new copy of Legacy of the Duelist. Tell me if the volume's too loud, because I can turn it down. This is obviously a little bit different. Let me change the stream name, because we're no longer doing Emergency I Refuse to Read. I'm going to change it to Emergency Legacy of the Duelist stream. Of the Duelist stream. There we go. Beautiful. Now we are emergently playing Legacy of the Duelist. All right. So, I don't know, man. This is a brand new copy of Legacy of the Duelist. I've played it on my Switch for like years, like 6 or 7 years. It's crazy how much I've played that game. But I've already like 100%ed it, right? Like everything. How could you not? I've got literally hundreds of hours of playing. Thank you, Hunt Factor. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. I do my best with the editing software that I have. I have super rudimentary editing software, and now that school is over, I'm like trying. Like I just got Adobe Premiere, but the learning curve on that is so steep that I'm trying to like get into an actual groove of getting it. And that was one of the things I was excited about. Was like tomorrow I was kind of just like gonna tunnel vision focus in on like learning it, but instead I'm going to be saving lives. You do save lives. You do actually save lives. So I'm not talking smack. So I'm thinking I want to do like a I don't know, maybe like a Thursday video where I play through the solo mode, like the story mode of Legacy of the Duelist, like using the decks, using like the story decks. I have no idea. I just love this game so much, and I haven't played it through in forever. I just like usually go into the challenge modes. So I don't know. I think I'm just gonna like play a couple of games of Legacy of the Duelist and like chat with you guys. Hopefully you enjoy it. So let's jump in. So I'll do a little narration, I'll do a little playing. I'm just gonna use the story mode decks. What's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday. My name is Faker, and welcome to my channel. We are going to be starting a brand new playthrough of the solo mode on Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. This is an old game, still one of my favorites to this day. I think it holds up, I think it's worth the price, and I think that it's worth playing. Holy crap! Hunt Factor, dude, thank you. Dude, I appreciate you, man. That means a lot to me. That means a lot. That's my first donation ever on this channel. Damn, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'll tell you what, you know, juggling the work, the degree that I work, and like a family and school and all that stuff, It has actually been tough trying to find time with this. It really does like cut into time doing things that might otherwise be more relaxing. But I mean, that means a lot that you guys appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Holy crap, dude. I'm gonna shake it off a little bit. All right. I don't even know where I was at. We're gonna get right back into it. Legacy of the Duelist is one of my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh games of all time. I played it when it came out. I've played it since to this day. Been forever since I've actually gone through the story mode. And so we're just gonna like relax. It's a Thursday. It's a chill day. And we are just gonna get into some games. So we're gonna start on the campaign. As you can see, this is a 0% complete series, 0% complete campaign. Have not played this at all. Booting it up literally for the first time. Besides, the first video I watched of yours was that Bista video, which was good. But besides that, you hate D-Link. I'm a D-Link fan. I don't hate D-Link. I do not hate D-Link. I have a good friend of mine who goes to the local card shop that I play at on the weekends, and he is like the biggest D-Link stan on the planet. That video was made just to upset him. I don't hate D-Link. I'm not like the biggest fan of pile decks more broadly, but I definitely don't hate D-Link. I think that it's as good a deck as any other, right? Like, I think it's a pretty good deck. That was just made to frustrate him. Domain format. It's not a face reveal. It's not a face reveal. My face has been on the channel so many times. That just shows me that you're new to the channel. That's all that shows me. Were you not here for the one Duel Links stream 2.5 years ago? And also, it's been on like my community page a little bit. So no face reveal. No face reveal. I have glasses on. Exactly. Anytime to do a little friend pissing off is crazy. Brand new account, have not played at all, and we're going to start from the very first series. We're going to do a little narration, and we're just going to play the story decks. Unfortunately, we have to do the tutorial because it is genuinely 0%. Loading Yu-Gi-Oh! Histories. The story of Yu-Gi-Moto begins at Domino High School, where The story of Yu-Gi-Moto begins at Domino High School, where Duel Monsters, the hottest card game in the world, was all the rage. Same. Yugi was the best duelist around, and his friend Joey wanted desperately to learn how to duel as well. So our history of Yu-Gi-Moto starts with Yugi teaching the rules of Duel Monsters to Joey as their friends Taya and Tristan watch. Hey, Joey, Earth to Joey, it's your turn. I'm not doing accents. Aw, isn't he cute when he's thinking? Hey, Tristan, Yugi here is teaching me how to play Duel Monsters. That's racist. You can't spell two like that just because he's from Brooklyn. Drooling monsters? Duel Monsters, you Nimrod. They've been at it for hours. Joey's starting to get the hang of it, but Yugi's like an expert. Alright, Yugi, it's time to duel. Alright, what do we got? Wood remains, a living corpse of wood reanimated by the powers of darkness. Spooky. Oh, I'm actually going to have to change this. Hold on. Let me readjust my sizing. I didn't have the sizing proper for this. I had the sizing for the I Refuse to Read, which is different than the sizing for this. There we go. That's way better. That's way better. Legacy of the Duelist is a hoot. I agree. I love this game. It's weird to go from Modern or even Duel Links to this because Battle Traps are in every deck and you get to the later stuff until Revolver. Yeah, I mean, the thing about Legacy of the Duelist that's so cool is there are so many challenge mode duelists that you can play that you're just like always have content. You can just be like, oh, I'm going to play against like an AI that's using Aro Mages or Evil Swarms or whatever, and you can just like load in and play. No internet needed. It's crazy. Yeah, I do enjoy how you can play both sides of these duels. Can we do that playing the I Refuse to Read decks on stream, or we did that last time? That was earlier in the day. And I'm probably not going to be up late enough for that, but I am going to do that. That is going to happen. Yeah. That is going to happen. All right. We are going to learn how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Together. Thank God. We're going to learn how to read cards and learn how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Together on this channel. Wow, what a stirring intro. INF N8 sure can spin a tail. Yes, he can. Let's learn how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! So let's get started and walk you through the basics. In this scenario, you'll be taking on the role of the legendary Yu-Gi-Moto, facing off the not quite as legendary Joey Wheeler. Woo! Look at this hand, guys. Banner of Courage and Ninken Dog. Dude, my mom got me a graded, sealed Ninken Dog when I was like 8 years old. I thought that card was like one of the best in the game. First, let's learn how to summon a monster. Monsters are summoned into the monster zone. Monsters can be summoned in attack position or set to the monster zone in defense position. Crazy. A monster in attack position is placed vertically, and a monster in defense position is placed horizontally and face down. Let's set a monster. Yeah, dragon dwelling in the cave. That's a 2K booty, dude. We are not getting run over. Press backspace in order to... Ooh, I haven't played this on here. I actually am going to need the keyboard, aren't I? Oh, there we go. I can just hit that. That's fine. All right, we pass to our opponent. What are they going to do? How are they going to get over a 2K booty, dude? Blazing Impachi is not good enough. Oh my god, he doesn't even know how to do math. 1850 over 2K, what an idiot. Alright, congratulations, I survived my first attack. No, we survived our first attack. You might have noticed that Joey attacked you and wound up hurting himself. Let me explain what happened. We know what happened. Alright, we are going to activate Banner of Courage. All monsters you control gain 200 attack during your battle phase only. Of course, if it was on both battle phases, that would be way, way, way too much. Let's set Call of the Haunted. And then switch Dragon Dwelling in the Cave into attack position. Why would we do that? Now let's summon Ninken Dog. Alright. Oh, we're at 1800. So in my battle phase, we are going to go up to 2K. We'll swing. And then we're going to get in for 1500. Crazy. Normal monster beatdown, dude. There's something about it. It's like still fun to this day. I don't know. I feel like in its own proper place, just like beating the shit out of each other with normal monsters is still pretty sick. Alright. Let's clean his clock. I'm here for it. We are going to tribute summon Gravy Crush Dragon, please. Alright, we're going to tribute. What does it want me to tribute? It doesn't matter. Well, we'll go over... Oh, wait. Oh, no, it does matter. That's what it wants me to tribute a specific one. That's fine. We'll go Gravy Crush Dragon. We'll activate the effect. Send a continuous spell card that you control to the grave in order to pop a monster. Away and away. Let me open a water real quick. I just noticed you don't have membership yet, Sag. What is membership? I don't know what that is. What is membership? Alright. No worries that we sent our Ninken Dog, though, because we can activate the effect of Call of the Haunted in order to bring it on back. No, we're not going to chain nothing else. Oh, wait, it wants me to. Rush recklessly. I don't need to chain this now. This is bad timing. There we go. We'll just make him huge. Alright, give me back my Ninken Dog. Now we're ready to attack. Move on and kill. Dude, we learned how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! So fast. This game isn't that complicated. Every time I log onto YouTube, people are like, the Yu-Gi-Oh! New player problem. But have you seen this? This wasn't that bad at all. Joey's not going to be too happy about this. Not if I have anything to say about it. 3,100. That is exact lethal. Are you kidding me? Crazy. Channel membership. It's like a sub on Twitch. Oh, I'm going to have to figure out how to get that set up. What? A card that powerful totally wipes me out. Sorry, Joey. Whoa, you stink at this game. You did fine, Joey. I just have better cards. I'm a whale. I'm a whale, Joey. I'm playing Foolos. My grandpa owns a game shop. I'm cheating, literally. And I get all my best cards from him. Your own... Dude, I cannot stand how they treat Brooklyn people. Alright. Alright, maybe I can even get my grandpa to show us this super rare card he's got. Little did they know that someone was listening in on their conversation. Someone who was looking for a very rare card to add to his collection. Alright. We got Joey Avatar. Oh, that feels a little loud. Is it super loud? Or is that just disproportionately loud compared to everything else? Huge rewards from the first duel. Dude, we got Axe Raider, Crazy, Gale Lizard, Flip Monster, And 4-star Ladybug of Doom. Those are some real additions. Those are some real additions to our deck. No, the volume was perfect? Okay, cool. Dude, 4-star Ladybug does not get to be your boy. You do not get to stay. No one is out here standing for 4-star Ladybug in 2025. That's a little bit too much of a connection to the playground if you're still pro 4-star Ladybug. That's pretty crazy. All right. Let's see. I feel like it's a little bit off. No, I think it's fine. While I was playing that duel, it felt like it wasn't tracing my mouse properly, and I just didn't know if the screen maybe was a little different. I'm not really sure. All right, so I don't know that I'm actually going to include that one in the video, but probably at least the next two. Well, almost certainly. All right, let's just move on. We all know this, right? This is like iconic. That afternoon, Yugi and his friends went to Grandpa's game shop. Yugi wanted to show his friends his grandpa's prized possession. Gramps, could you show my friends your awesome super special card? Rare card? You mean my special card? Please, please? How can I refuse? You kids are in for a treat. I don't take this card out too often. Ready? Here it is, the Blue Eyes White Dragon. So rare, so powerful, I never let it leave my hands. This card is priceless. There are only 4 of them in the whole world. Suddenly, a classmate from school ran into the shop. His name was Seto Kaiba, the young CEO of Kaiba Corp. He had found the card he was looking for. Name your price for that Blue Eyes. I can pay you anything you ask. I'm sure you could, but this card is worth more to me than you could ever offer. Senile old fool. Kaiba stormed out of Grandpa's store. The team was disturbed by Kaiba's obsession with the Blue Eyes White Dragon. The next day, when Yugi came back to the store with his friends, he found Grandpa was gone. When the phone rang, it was Kaiba on the other end, mocking Yugi that he kidnapped his grandfather and took him to Kaiba Corp. Yugi and his friends rushed to Kaiba Corp and found Grandpa laying on the floor, defeated. Grandpa, are you okay? Yugi, I failed. I wanted to teach that boy Kaiba a lesson about the heart of the cards, but I'm ass at this game, Yugi. Grandpa! How's the old man feeling, huh? Kaiba, you sleaze, what have you done to him? We had a duel, that's all, with each of us putting up our most valuable card as the prize. So he isn't willing to sell it for all the riches in the world. But he'll just, like, gamble it away, like we're doing Battle City rules. Crazy. But I guess playing against a champion like myself was just too much stimulation for the old fool. Kaiba, you should be ashamed of yourself. Look at the sweet prize I won. Kaiba held up Grandpa's Blue Eyes White Dragon and ripped it in half. Grandpa's most treasured card. Blue Eyes White Dragon is a rare and powerful card, and it will never be used against me. My Blue Eyes White Dragon, my treasure. Grandpa, hold on. How could you do such a thing? Yugi, take this. Huh? Grandpa? I built this deck. I put my soul in these cards. I already lost with it. Like, it's clearly not that good, but whatever. All right, Gramps, I'll do it. Are you ready to play, runt? Playtime is over, Kaiba. Damn straight. Enraged Muka Muka is even better. Standing 4-star Ladybug is like saying Muka Muka is your ace. That's what I'm saying, my legendary 4-star Ladybug. Dude, remember in the first couple episodes we'd be like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Man. Dude did like a whole fairy girl transformation scene. Huh? Kaiba was taken aback by Yugi's sudden transformation. It seemed like he had become a different person, as he was much more confident and powerful than before. Kaiba, prepare yourself, because it's time to duel. Hell yeah, we're doing story decks. The game just becomes so crazy if you use the user decks, so we're just going to be going story the entire way down. RPS, we're just going paper. Impossible. We're just simply the best. I'm going to go second because I want the card draw and I want the battle phase. Like, what are you going to do? Set up an Omni on your first turn? Probably not. Alright, Heart of the Underdog, crazy. And Giant Soldier, Summon Skull. This hand... Karibo's not that great. This is sick. Alright, so we're going to lead with Beaver Warrior. And we'll go Heart of the Underdog here. I guess I could have set Giant Soldier in order to, like, tribute for Summon Skull next turn. But we'll kind of start slow. Oh, well. Fair. That's why we didn't do it. Because we knew that that was like a possibility. Alright, we'll pass on to our opponent. Dude, I used to lose to Wall of Illusion on the playground so much. Like, flip, 1850 is just enough defense to actually be a bit of a problem. I do a perfect Kaiba impression? Hell yeah, dude. I'm just going to Karibo here. Like, if not now, then when would I ever take it? Yeah, and we'll take the Thou. That's fine. This Heart of the Underdog is about to go crazy. No, it's not. It's not about to do anything. That's fine. We really need Giant Soldier to, like, stand a turn, because we're going to need that Summon Skull on the prior turns. Or on, like, the following turns. Now that I've activated... Oh, dude, Pot of Greed. What are we doing? Ancient Rules Blue Eyes? I'm screwed. I'm literally screwed. Turn 3 Blue Eyes in, like, 2002? Oh, my God. And he's going to Tribute Summon Sword Stalker? I loved this card as a kid. Okay, well, at least I don't die. Okay. That's fine. Do we have a play here? Oh, we do have a play here. That's a play if ever I got one. Let's go Pot of Greed. We'll just draw into something crazy. Lava Golem would go crazy here. And we got Graceful Charity? Dude, I am Yugi Moto. What are we doing? Snatch Steal! Are you nuts? Oh my God. All right, we're going to have to pitch something. We're going to pitch Beaver Warrior, as loath as I am to actually pitch it. And I feel like Left Arm is actually my win con here. So we'll also pitch... We're not pitching Sangan. I'm going to Snatch Steal the damn Blue Eyes. I'm just going to do it. Yeah. I'm taking it. That's mine, baby. All right, we got 2 pieces. Let's, like... We're going to set the Sangan. Or do we just, like, crash the Sangan? It doesn't matter. That's going to get run over. And then even if he does get rid of the Blue Eyes, I can just, like, Monster Reborn it. Because he probably doesn't have a Monster Reborn. Holy cow. Shadow Spell is unfortunate, but we can tribute it for Summon Skull on my next turn. That actually doesn't matter. That's completely fine. Snatch Steal. I'll give him a Thou. I can chew through it all, dude. Yeah, baby. All right, we're gonna go Sangan, and we're just gonna start collecting Exodia pieces. We're already at 3. There we go. Oh man, dude, it's gonna happen. Although I'm getting a little low on life points, and he's building up a bit of a spooky board. That's okay. We're gonna like tribute summon, get it all back. Another Sangan. Do we just make the play for Exodia? No, we're gonna play like original. Try to actually play Yu-Gi-Oh. All right, that's fine. Plus now he doesn't actually get any more life points, so we've like canceled him from just like going up in life points. All right, we're gonna try. We're gonna get back this Blue Eyes White Dragon, and then we're just gonna start like mowing through his damn field. That's my Blue Eyes now, baby. I gotta go hop on another stream. Have a good day. Hey, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I hope that you enjoy your evening. All right, we are going to crush over this Battle Ox. And then we're going to crush over this second Battle Ox, dude. We're just going to annihilate his entire field. And we'll pass to end phase. This is a turn, dude. Like, look at this board. Shadow Spell was not enough. It's still my Blue Eyes. Yeah. You remember in the show, whenever they'd put a card in defense position, they'd be like, ha, you're already beginning to run away. As though it just clearly wasn't the smartest decision. I don't really care about swords here, because if they run over the Sangan, that's like totally fine. We'll do that, and then if this is like a ladybug or whatever, it's nothing. That's fine. Yeah, we actually could have hit the Ryu Kishen, but oh well. All-out attack. Man, they're just giving achievements away for anything. Like, I have not done 200k damage yet. Not even a little bit. All right. Oh, we drew the head too? Oh, we're like one piece away. All I need is Sangan to, like, get out of here. Oh, man. I'm not actually going to get to do it. That's a shame. We're, like, so close to Exodia. And it's just not going to happen because this Blue Eyes is a freaking monster. Or is that just saying, like, progress towards it? I don't know. We will pass to our opponent. And if he doesn't do something crazy, then I'm not going to get Exodia. Like, I just... There we go. Lodge in an attack position. Running over Sangan. On my opponent's turn, we grab the almighty, the mystical, right leg of Exodia. Baby, what are we doing? Get got. First duel of the series, Exodia emerges. One of the best Exodia cutscenes of all time. Eat it, sucker. Holy shit. Let's go. Game 1 in the books. You only play for power, Kaiba. You only play for power, Kaiba. That's why you lost. But if you put your heart in the game, there's nothing you can't do. The results of the duel spread quickly, and a mysterious one-eyed man got news of Yugi's victory. It seems that Kaiba Boy has been defeated in a duel. I must learn more about this Yugimoto. Alright, let's see our rewards for this. We got a new duel. We unlocked... Oh, we got the reverse duel. We unlocked Kaiba's avatar and his deck. And we finally got booster packs, but we're not actually building a dex. We're just using the story mode decks. And we unlocked Blue Eyes and Grappler. Dude, Ancient Rules almost killed us. Like, we almost died to that card. Oh god, I'm just now remembering that you can't skip the summon animation, so playing Salamangreats is physically painful. It's the reason I don't have a Dark Magician deck. Like, that's the reason that why I haven't played Dark Magician in this, is because summoning, every time you get a Dark Magician, it just has this unskippable animation. It's crazy. It's really, really bad. Alright, we're going to play a couple more duels, and then we're going to keep on. Alright, duel number 2, the Ultimate Great Moth. We're kind of skipping ahead on the story, right? After his win against Seto Kaiba, Yugi was puzzled to receive a package from Maximilian Pegasus, the creator of Duel Monsters. Inside the box was a videotape. Yugi inserted the tape into the VCR, and Pegasus's face popped up on the TV screen. Greetings, little Yugi. I am Maximilian Pegasus. I've heard some terribly interesting things about you. Your impressive defeat of Seto Kaiba intrigued me so much that I've decided we shall investigate your amazing dueling skills personally. Right here and now, we shall hold a special duel. Suddenly, strange and arcane magic froze time so that no one could move, except for Yugi. This dark dimension we're in is known as the Shadow Realm. Remember when the Shadow Realm was like a real place? What the hell? A mystical place where incredible monsters can be holy shit, guys. A mystical place where incredible monsters can be summoned, and the impossible is quite possible. Tell me, Yugi, do you believe there is magic in these cards? Don't you know? You invented this game, idiot. What if I told you I didn't? Huh? In ancient times, the Egyptians called this the Shadow Game. Powerful pharaohs would hold mystical duels in other dimensions, just as we're doing now. But instead of cards, they battled with real monsters and real magic. The magical forces were so powerful that the Egyptians lost control of them and nearly destroyed the entire world. It's a good story, but these monsters can't be real. These monsters are very real and also very dangerous, Yugi boy. You really are quite entertaining, the way you scowl and sneer, so defiant and yet helpless, and so completely ignorant of the power of your Millennium Puzzle. Yugi looked down at his Millennium Puzzle that he wore around his neck. The power of my puzzle? 5,000 years ago, a powerful pharaoh... 5,000 years ago, a powerful pharaoh locked the magic of the Shadow Games away in 7 mystical Millennium items. 7 items? So you're saying my puzzle's one of them? Yes, and there are mystical energies locked within it, magic that could change your life forever, if you only knew how to unleash it. As the two dueled, it seemed that Pegasus knew every move Yugi was going to make before he did. Despite this disadvantage, Yugi mustered all of his skills and nearly won. But Yugi ran out of time when the time limit passed. I have taken the measure of your talents this day, Yugimoto, and the next time we duel, we shall play for far higher stakes. It's not a face reveal. What's up, Kenny Chen? Welcome to the stream. It's not a face reveal. My face has been on the channel before. I'm done with your games. You presume I'm giving you a choice in the matter, but I'm not, for I also possess one of the 7 Millennium items, the all-powerful Millennium Eye. A Millennium Eye? That's right, Yugi boy. I'll show you the true extent of its magic. I have found that, given the proper incentive, anyone can be made to play my game. The power of the Millennium Eye lashed out and stole Grandpa's soul. Yugi could only watch in horror. Yugi! Grandpa. We'll duel again, Yugi. How else will you ever reclaim your grandfather's soul? And then Yugi called the cops, and they arrested Pegasus. And then that was the end of the whole series. Yugi had no choice but to compete in Pegasus's Duelist Kingdom tournament so that he could get his grandfather's soul back. You might be blind. It's possible. That's definitely possible. At Duelist Kingdom, each duelist was given 2 star chips, which they could wager against other duelists on the island. Whoever earned 10 star chips gained entry into the tournament finals, where they would compete for the $3 million grand prize and the chance to duel Pegasus himself. For his first duel, Yugi faced off against the conniving Weevil Underwood, a duelist with whom he had a bit of history. While riding the boat to Duelist Kingdom, Weevil took Yugi's precious Exodia cards and threw them into the ocean. So when Yugi spied Weevil on the island, he chased after him into the woods. "Welcome," said the spider to the fly. "You flew right into my trap. It's time you answered for destroying my Exodia cards, Weevil." Can't you let bygones be bygones? I can't do the Weevil laugh. I can't do it. "Weevil, it's time to find out if you're as good at dueling as you are at running away. Was I simply running away or cleverly weaving you into my web? It's time to duel." All right, best response ever. Best response ever. I don't care. Fists up. You can be as clever as you want to. Here we are. Rock. 100% win rate on RPS so far in this series, by the way. Crazy. Unbelievably talented. All right. So we are going second. We opened Wasteland and Mammoth Graveyard. Oh my god, dude. We got the combo. Not Burning Land, though, because that doesn't work with mine. All right, that's fine. We will activate Set the Wasteland. I love when it makes the background the field spell. It's so cool. It's the small things, you know? It's the small things. That's the thing about, like, loving this game, is that you really do appreciate the small things. Monster Reincarnation is terrible. So, I'm going to try and get rid of that card. If I get, like, a Graceful Charity or something, I'm going to pitch that. Now, come on. I've got the Wasteland up. It's still not enough, even with Wasteland. That's unfortunate. That doesn't make me happy. Alright, Goki Boar. Oh my god, not the laser cannon. 2 laser cannon armors? Did he put them both on the same monster? Oh, that sucks. Still not enough to get over Mystical Elf if I set it next turn. So we're starting from, like, a bit of a disadvantage. Beaver Warrior can't get the job done. We're going to have to stall for a couple of turns. The thing about this game is that the story decks are not like auto-win. They're pretty close in power most of the time. And sometimes your opponent's deck is just, like, objectively better than yours. Oh, damn. I don't think we're getting Snatch Steal again, guys. I think... yeah. Okay, well that's a bit unfortunate. Now we're in the position where we're just going to be like setting and hoping. Alright, we're going to set and then pray that we draw into something cool. I'm not going to scoop it up just yet. We're going to keep playing, but I might just end up getting donged by Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth here. Oh, now we got the competing field spells. Yeah, 3,700 on Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth is insane. Like, we're going to need to draw it out pretty darn quickly. Nah, that doesn't do it. That doesn't do it. Alright, we're going to have to replay. Damn. Alright, 50-50 win-loss rate. That's fine. We still won a card. That's crazy that we still get, like, a prize, even if we don't win. Alright, we're going to skip it. Jump right back in. I mean, if he summons Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth, what are we going to do? Sometimes the opponent's deck is absolutely trash and designed to sometimes make one singular monster, but it even turns out since the Protect's deck is equally garbage. Completely correct. I mean, yeah, your deck is terrible. I was on, like, Wasteland, like, Mammoth Graveyard. Still 100% on Rock, Paper, Scissors, though. I mean, I'm still going to go second, right? Like, I want the battle phase. I want to clear out his monsters, and I need the card advantage. So, Still 100% RPS. Keep track of it. Log it. Silverfang, Horn of the Unicorn. Still open that garbage-ass monster reincarnation. What fusion monsters do we even have? What do we got? This is just Gaia. Wow, this hand is borderline unplayable. I really feel like I should equip it with Horn, because there's no way I'm running over his defense position monster without it. But, like, if he ends up getting cleared... Oh! It's still not enough. It's still not good enough, even with the Horn. Damn. Oh, we're gonna have to lock in, guys. We're gonna have to lock in. Oh, my Kingdom for a field spell. Swords of Revealing Light does not do much. I'm just gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna, like, try and start doing some damage. I'm sure that we're gonna find a way to clear that Horn at some point. Okay. I know that Man-Eater Bug is in this deck. Like, I'm gonna get got by a Man-Eater Bug at some point. There's no way that it's not gonna happen. But I'm gonna have to, like, I have to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Whatever. You don't even need that, dude. Sure. Sure. Okay. We're back on Mammoth Graveyard time. I believe that does activate the effects. Flip all monsters they control. Yeah, it doesn't like not negate the or not activate the effects or whatever. That's fine. We're back on Mammoth Graveyard time, guys. We're just gonna run over that face down, pray it isn't. It's another one. How am I gonna get my attack high enough in order to run over these guys? Damn. Thank God we've got the Burning Land. Like, I know eventually it's going to come in, like, shit in my Frosted Flakes, but... Okay. Well, at least we're able to get over the Hercules Beetle, unless his back row is something crazy. Curse of Dragon's relevant. Now all I'm missing is... What? Gaia? I think we'll stick with it. I don't know. I'm going to save this just in case we end up in a situation where we're, like, stalling in order to get to the fusion. Waboku? That's fine. Like, why else would he put it in attack position? Like, there'd be no reason. Okay, that's fine. We'll pass. And defense position. Ooh, okay. Even Curse of Dragon can't get over that now. That is unfortunate. So we'll set the Spellbinding. And that's going to take out the Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth, like, if he ever does actually get into it. And I think we'll just, like, Tribute over Silverfang. And then we'll draw the Horn of the Unicorn next turn, which is going to, like, allow it to be strong enough. Yeah. I think that will just have to be enough. We'll go 2k over the face down. Oh, my God! I had to know. I had to know. That's fine. I've got the Monster Reincarnation. Cheat. I got it out of the way. He's not playing a full playset. There's no way. Alright. We're saving the Spellbinding Circle for the Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth, if he can get into it. I'm not going to use it. Yeah, alright. Forest. These monsters are getting big. We're not dead. We are still not dead. Dude, Weevil's tricky. Weevil's like a tricky little guy. Alright. Well, this is... I mean, we're going to have to Swords of Revealing Light, because I know that we're going to top deck into Horn, right? Because we put it there. Alright, so Swords is going to be super important here. And what? Like, we just hope we draw into Poly? Not Poly, into Gaia. I think that it's super important. Alright. I mean, he's just out-advantaging us to death. Oh, man, Wasteland just doesn't do it. We are on, like, an actual real timer here. Actually, I don't even think it matters. I think that with Burning Land, that I think we might just, like, end up killing ourselves. Unless we could just, like, crash over Killer Needle for a ton. Because I don't have a way to clear that card. Mirror Force is good. That could end up clearing the day. I'll have to draw on like an MST in order to MST my own Burning Land, though, in order to stay alive. Alright, he's prepping. Now it's gone. So we're going to Mirror Force his entire board. Yeah, Fair Limp doesn't do it, unfortunately. We'll still summon it anyway. And then bait our opponent. I mean, look, our opponent's going to eat a massive Mirror Force here. But if we don't top deck like MST, then we're just going to get Burning Land. Okay. Damn, rough. We're going to give Weevil one more try. And then if that doesn't work, then we're going to have to call it a night. Unfortunately. Because I do have work in the morning. We'll skip it again. Yeah, like you said, I mean, the player's deck is absolutely terrible sometimes, too. Alright, continue the art. Well, and we lost the RPS for the first time. And he wants to go second. That's fine. So there's not going to be any stream tomorrow. I am going to try and edit the videos on shift so that they'll all be good for the weekend. Graceful Charity's nuts. I'm not going to activate it yet. We'll go Sangan here. And then we'll, like, set Mirror Force. Just in case he gets, like, any kind of crazy Cocoon play on his first turn all over again. That's not impressive. I had one of my own. You just decided to activate it. I wanted to wait. That's fine. Yeah, crash into it, dude. I'm not burning a Mirror Force on that. Alright, so what do we want to add here? We have a Gaia. I think we just go, what, Winged Guardian? That has to be it. Yeah, 1400. We don't have a way to boost him, unfortunately. Spellbinding Circle's pretty sick. Let's rip this, because he's got no back row. Pretty crazy. Let's pitch you, and then 1400, or 12, what is that, 12, 15? Yeah, we'll pitch the Mammoth Graveyard. That doesn't do anything. Let's go Winged Dragon here, and then we'll set a back row, because we can go Summon Skull next turn, you know? And I think that that will be more than enough. Out here trying to figure out how to maneuver around Big Insect boosted by freaking, what is that, just Forest? Yeah. The power of Forest is like completely stonewalling us. Who would have thought? I'm going to sick my Beaver Warrior onto that thing. Alright, another Mammoth Graveyard. So, the problem here is that if I actually commit to the Summon Skull, and that is a Man-Eater bug, I'm just going to, like, be so mad. So he's not going to be able to crash yet. So we'll just run over. Whatever. Dude, he's obsessed with this 2K. 2200 defense, idiot. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, get your laser cannon armor. I'm going to let him run over. That's fine. It's still not worth it to Mirror Force, in my opinion. Did he just play around Mirror Force? Is that what that was? Holy crap. Alright, Celtic Guardian's crazy, but this is... He's got no back row, he's got no face down. Like, it's time for Summon Skull to make his appearance. And this will be good, because this will also take out the laser cannon armor. So, like, actually let us start plussing. Yeah, Battle Phase is sick. I think we got him this time, guys. Like, this is a pretty banging start. I think we've played it pretty decently, too. Alright, and we've got a Mirror Force and a Spellbinding set in the back row. Yeah, he's walling up. And we can just, like, have Celtic Guardian help, like, waste through this back row. Alright, so we can get over the Cocoon of Evolution. And then face down? Dude, Resonance Insect is like a real card. Why are you playing Resonance Insect in your freaking second Duel of the Story mode deck, dude? Am I about to get Giant Ballparked? Like, are we doing Giant Ballpark OTK? Fuck your Pot of Greed. And your Laser Cannon armor. Ooh. Do I just allow this, guys? What do you think? I think maybe I'm definitely not going to, there we go. Yeah, I will spell Binding Circle this, just because I want the Celtic Guardian around for next turn to be able to, like, push damage. And I wasn't using it on anything else anyway. Go Mammoth Graveyard here, and then we'll just go, like, Summon Skull in, and then we'll go, like, Celtic Guardian into the face down. That'll also clear a Laser Cannon armor, but, like, doesn't really matter if we're plussing if our opponent, of course. Damn it. Doesn't matter if we're plussing if our opponent's just going to open Pot of Greed. This game, card pool and ban list make up the last Yu-Gi-Oh format I truly enjoyed. I think that is a fair take. I really like current Yu-Gi-Oh, but this format is, like, completely special. I think it's the only time in Yu-Gi-Oh's history that Ash Blossom has been on the Forbidden and Limited list. Which is, like, crazy on its own. Okay. And there's some cards that are, like, really strange. Multi-Faker's at 1 on here. Like, Dynamite Knight is limited to 1. I've tried to build some decks, like, using their ban list. And there were some bans that were, like, never implemented in Yu-Gi-Oh's actual history that were put on the Legacy of the Duelist list. Wild that Hercules Beetles had a model. Had a model kit? Oh, really? Like something you'd buy and put together? That's nuts. What? Are you serious? What counted as a OG monster, like a classic represented monster, was definitely a little different back in the day. We're gonna try and, like, bait the attack, and we're just gonna, like, keep pushing through. Okay. Whatever, dude. Enjoy your Waboku. I could Tribute 2 for Gaia. And seeing he doesn't have any back row, I think that's fine. Destroyed by battle, so he's gonna just try and crash over. That's fine. I'll take it. I'll take it. That doesn't matter that much to me. Because then he's gonna get the special summon. Yeah, let's... Because we could crash, but that doesn't actually get me anywhere. I need, like, more powerful monsters. It's not enough to just have, like, a bunch of weak monsters. And I think I'm past the point where, like, a 2K defender is actually going to matter. We're, like, having to play this careful just because we're, like, actually kind of succeeding a little bit. Has to be an attack position? No, it can be a defense position. Alright, we're just going to have to chew through these howling insects. Whatever, dude. I'll deck him out if I have to. I'm not a proud man. This guy has beaten us multiple times. Man-Eater Bug doesn't work that way, baby. That is not how that works. Duelist Kingdom had a small smorgasbord of model kits. Also included Bandit Keith's Mechanical Spider Launcher. I knew that one. If you had said that, that wouldn't have surprised me. I actually did know that was the case. I think I had it. Either that or I had, like, a hard plastic toy one that I got at, like, Toys R Us. We're just gonna boost the Mammoth Graveyard. Yeah, we are making serious progress. Summon Skull Direct, man. No Man-Eater Bug. No, oh my god. No Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth. There ain't much left. Not much left for him to do. Alright. Yeah, that Poly ain't doing nothing. What? Do we just set you in defense position just in case it is, like, Mirror Force? Nothing? Weevil dead? Weevil dead. Alright. That is 2 down. Oh my gosh. Crazy. It's over. I've won. No! Impossible! My Moth is unbeatable. Well, you didn't summon your Moth, idiot. Alright, we got Weevil's Face. We got his deck. We unlocked Booster Pack My Valentine, Cocoon of Evolution, and the Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth. Oh, and Laser Cannon Armor. Like, you can't forget the Laser Cannon Armor. Hell yeah. Alright, what we have been going an hour and 40 minutes. You guys want to do one more duel? You want to try and beat My Valentine? Or how are you guys feeling? Where are you guys out in time? It's 12:27. That's insane. I have to be up at 6. All right, we're gonna try one more. If we're gonna see if we can get it on the first try. We're just gonna go right into it. Try and get it on the first try. Yugi wasn't the only duelist who was motivated to win the tournament for a loved one. Despite being a novice duelist, Joey had his own reasons for wanting to win. His sister, Serenity. I'd better be the champion for Serenity's sake. She's always counted on me, even when we were kids. I'm going to win this tournament and the prize money. I'm going to make sure you don't lose your eyesight by paying for your surgery, I promise. What a good older brother. This meditative moment was rudely broken when Joey and his friends heard someone laughing and taunting another duelist a short distance away. A voice that annoying could only belong to Mai. The team met Mai Valentine on the boat to Duelist Kingdom. She was a manipulative, self-absorbed duelist, who had the uncanny ability to always know what card she would draw next. Hey Yugi, are your duels going well? I might be up for a duel myself, so get ready because I choose to challenge you, Joey. What a dick. What? You challenge me? Do you have the guts to accept? I accept. Let's duel. Get ready to lose. Oh my god. Picking off the weak duelist. They make Mai sound like a bitch. I know. She was a bitch in her first appearance in the show. Like, Mai is not a bitch, but she was given that energy in her first couple appearances. You know? Like, kicking... We're now 50-50 on RPS, guys. I hate it. Kicking Rex out of his room on the ship. Like, that sucks, dude. That was not a cool thing to do. I mean, I guess she kind of was, but they made her sound worse. True. True. This hand is crazy. Dude, Gaia Power? Have you ever played this card in Iron Chain? This is ridiculous. This is like the Iron Chain field spell, as I've learned. Fusion Conscription. Reveal a fusion monster in your extra deck and add one of the fusion materials. Ooh. Do I got Flame Swordsman? I do. So I could get Flame Manipulator, and then I'm just like waiting on a poly. I think that's kind of cool. Let's do that. We're obviously not going to actually activate it. Or like try and summon it, not on turn 1. And then we're going to hit this Graceful Charity and then see what we kind of get. I don't think there's any kind of like graveyard setup we really... And a Pot of Greed. Oh my god. We need the Kunai. We need the Baby Dragon. Let's like throw one of you. And then we probably throw the Baby Dragon, right? Rest in peace, Baby Dragon. I appreciate everything. Pot of Greed. We really want a poly. Another Graceful Charity, dude. This is old school Yu-Gi-Oh! Alright, another... Grave Robber. Grave Robber? Oh my god. Have any of you guys seen the greatest Yu-Gi-Oh! Comment of 2025 video on my channel? This card confuses people to this day. What does this thing even do? I have no idea. Select one spell card from your opponent's grave. You can use it as your hand until the end of your turn. If you use it, you take 2,000 points of damage. Absolutely insane. Further penalty may apply. Imagine a format where Iron Chain is playable. New best format. What are you talking about, dude? Play it with Sprite. That's what I do. All right, we're going to pitch Grave Robber. And then we're going to pitch... I don't want to pitch any of these. These are all good. And I want to keep these for the fusion setup. I guess we'll pitch... Axe Raider because it's a Beast Warrior. And we only like warriors on this channel. Yet another Graceful. I can't get a Pot of Greed to save my life. Alright, Dark Hole we're going to have to keep. Probably now we go Kunai here. And we keep Gaia Power. I'm going to sacrifice a lot on this fusion. No, I'm not. I'm going to pitch the Flame Manipulator. This hand is too crazy. This hand is too ridiculous. We're just going to have to set everything. We'll go Gaia Power here. We joke. That actually is a pretty ridiculous field spell. 500 attack is like not anything to scoff at. Alright. So let's just bottomless her normal summon so we can just start getting in. We've got the Dark Hole. Because now we can just go Battle Ox and just start absolutely getting in. Because Battle Ox is going to go up to what, like 2,200? Yeah, that's ridiculous on a normal summon. That's a pretty hot normal summon. Alright. 22, 18 direct. And we've got the Dark Hole, just in case she, like, tries to go into anything crazy. She's got no extra deck. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you've got Weevil Underwood energy. You never had the makings of a varsity athlete. We're just going to Monster Reborn the Axe Raider here. We're just pushing. We are just pushing. 2,200. Another 2,200. If that back row isn't the greatest back row on Earth, then she's just dead. That's pretty good. It's still lethal. Yeah. It's still lethal. Oh my gosh. My exact lethal. First try, baby. Thank you, Mai. You gave it your best. Ugh. How? How could I ever lose to such an amateur? Mai, I tried to tell you that there's more to duel monsters than just kicking the other guy's butt. That's not true. That's exactly what we did. All we did was kick the other guy's butt. If you're ever going to be a real champion, you've got to learn to care about someone other than yourself. Real. We unlocked attack from the deep. Harpy Lady, Elegant Egotist. Good stuff, boys. Good stuff. That's going to have to be it. I'm going to have to go to bed, guys. I am going to try and edit this all while I'm on shift yesterday. Thanks for doing the I Refuse to Read with me. Thanks for doing a little bit of Legacy of the Duelist with me. A little bit of an emergency stream because my tomorrow is not going to go the way that I had initially hoped, but we're going to try and make the best out of all of it. Yeah, good night, man. I appreciate you guys tuning in. A lot of you guys tuned in over the course of this stream. That was sick. For like an impromptu stream, like on the first day that I've done streaming in almost 3 years. Absolutely crazy, guys. I will let you know how the editing goes, and hopefully we'll have an update. I'm gonna do a closer just in case I do choose to upload this video. What do I even say? I don't think there was anything worth uploading on this, if I'm being 100% honest, but I'm still gonna dig through it. Tune in next time for the next episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. And remember to wash behind your ears. Terrible. That's not going to work. No one's going to watch that, but that's fine. I'll have to dig into it anyway.